Hello.
Hello.
Well, good afternoon. Well, thank you for stopping by the old Ivie plot for a visit.
Yeah.
Well, let me introduce myself. My name is Isaac Thomas Ivie. I am son of James Russell Ivie and Eliza McKee Fawcett. She's my wonderful mother. A heritage of grit and faith. Mother bore 13 children, 12 of them made it to maturity. We Ivies were always quick to defend what was ours. Fighters people also called us builders. Well, both were true. In 1848, when I was just a small boy, we left Missouri with the Brigham Young Company. I remember the wagons over the prairie and the dirt in our teeth, and the way that Mother would sing hymns at night when hunger and fear threatened to overwhelm us. Her black chest, what we children call the box, filled with the things that she prized the most. Well, at last, when we reached the Salt Lake Valley, the mountains rose like walls all around us. Father was a man of vision, and soon we traveled on down to the Sanpete Valley, where Mount Pleasant would raise from sage and stone. The Ivies were the first ones to build homes on the new town site. Father built our home on the old Joseph Stone lot at the northwest corner from the public square. My father was deeply involved in the life of community, not only in church, but also in civil affairs, and he was a champion of education. Still, we Ivies were not only builders, but we were fighters. Folks remember the day that Uncle Richard tangled with old Bishop, the Indian at Fort Utah, over a shirt of all things. Well, harsh words turned into fighting, and old Indian Bishop died. And the town never, ever got over it. They was always fearing us, and some respected us. Yep, sorry. Keep working along. Well, my brother James had his quarrels with him too. And even when Colonel John Ivie, my brother, passed through Salt Creek, the Indians stopped him and said, "Are you Jim Ivie? Looking for the Ivie family." The Indians was out for us. So, some feared us, some hated us, some respected us. But the greatest fight of all of it was my father. In 1866, he woke up early in the morning, went out to check on his favorite milk cow, and there was Indians waiting for him out there, and they shot him full of arrows, and my father had passed. And they took our cattle and our horses. But still, I see the look on my mother's face, all pale as linen, her hands trembling, as she pulled Father's patriarchal blessing from the black box. Again and again, in her later years, she would draw that paper out and hand it to one of us and ask us to read it aloud. The promise that her posterity should be as Jacob as of old, numberless as the sands of time. That promise became her anchor. And for myself, I married young. I married Elizabeth Evans, March 29th, 1861, right here in Mount Pleasant. She was the love of my life. She was clever. She was strong and gentle. A teacher once. She carded wool and spun clothes and raised our children with great discipline and tenderness. Well, we farmed 360 acres here in Mount Pleasant. We raised cattle and hog and chicken, and we stored butter and cheese And then we sold fruit and hay in the winter to get by. Well, it was back-breaking work, but it gave us joy. Believe it or not, I like to dance, and Elizabeth, she likes to sing. And so at night we would sit by the fire, and Elizabeth would sing her hymns, and all the children fall asleep to hymns and laughter every night. When I think of our life, I see it was woven of both blood and blessing. Father gave his life to the land and to the gospel. My Ivie name, wherever they went, feared by some, respected by others. My mother endured her faith, sealed by her patriarchal blessing, her black chest, a symbol of strength. And I, born into fight or fire, found my peace in farming and family and faith.
Cool. Is this the actual black chest?
No, I just made it. I just made it.
Oh, you have an antique right there.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
I know. I just happen to have a chest, and I painted it black for this occasion. Well, I wanted to thank. Oh, wait a minute. I could hear her saying something. I think Mother wants to get you guys a message. Yeah. Oh. Here. Her prized possessions.
Yeah.
She wants to share her
you.
prized possessions with you guys. Yeah.
Yum.
Thank you.
You're welcome. I got one message from my mother. Let's take a look. She says, Mount Pleasant will always be home to the Ivies and love the land. May you all have a happy Halloween, and God bless.
Aw, thanks.
Yeah, have a wonderful Halloween, guys.
Yeah, we enjoyed that very much.
7 minutes on the dot.